As you play your instrument, there are several things you'll need to do in order to take care of its moving parts. These types of maintenance should be done on a weekly basis and will help keep your instrument in good playing shape. First is oiling your rotors. To oil your rotors, you will need rotor oil. Rotor oil is different from the valve oil trumpet, baritone, and tuba players use because it's slightly thicker. You'll always want to use rotor oil on your French horn. To oil your rotors, first take off your rotor caps and place them in order on a flat and safe surface. Take your rotor oil and put a small amount on top of the bearing plate, right here. Return your rotor caps to your French horn. Then flip it over to access the back bearing plates behind the rotor stop arm. Take your rotor oil and apply oil here as well. You'll notice that I skipped the trigger on the top half, but you'll want to oil it as well. I'm saving time. To grease your slides, carefully depress the levers and pull the slides out, placing them on a clean paper towel on a flat surface. Next, take another clean paper towel and wipe off the residual slide grease from the slide, like this. Using a clean finger, take a small amount of slide grease and put just enough to coat the outside of your slides. Then, depress your levers, push the slide all the way in, and pull it out to where you want it to be. Repeat the process for the rest of your slides. Wiping off the old grease, and applying a small amount of new grease. Depress the lever, push the slide all the way in, and pull it back out to where it goes. There are two types of oils and greases, synthetic and petroleum-based. Though it really doesn't matter which one you use, it's important that your grease and oil are of the same kind, as mixing synthetic and petroleum products creates gunk inside your instrument, which will slow down the moving parts instead of lubricating them like we are trying to do. Other issues with your instrument may arise, some of which you can fix on your own, but others which should be left to a professional. For example, if your mouthpiece ever becomes stuck, your band director will have the tools to safely remove it, but you shouldn't just have one of your parents yank at it to try to get it yourself. If one of your rotor strings breaks, in a pinch you can restring it yourself, but if you have the time, a repair technician will have the skills needed to do it properly and keep your valves in alignment. Something like a frozen rotor, a stuck slide, a dent, or a broken brace will always need to be taken to a professional to be repaired.